The coronation of King Charles III is upon us, and soon these streets will be filled with people coming to witness all the pomp and ceremony of a British royal event. But what exactly is a coronation? The word coronation is from the Latin corona, meaning crown. In the UK, it's a Christian ceremony in which a crown is placed on the head of the new monarch and they're symbolically given their regal powers. The coronation of King Charles III will be held at London's Westminster Abbey, the same place where 39 monarchs were crowned in 38 coronation services since 1066. The last coronation there was Queen Elizabeth II in 1953. Her father's coronation in 1937 was filmed, but hers was the first to be broadcast on TV. But the ceremony itself has changed little in the past couple of hundred years. Although no two coronations are the same, public processions have always been a big part of the proceedings. And since 1902, they've travelled from here, Buckingham Palace, up to Westminster Abbey. The 260-year-old Gold State coach has been the favoured mode of transport for coronation processions since 1831. Once inside the Abbey, the service begins, which has been led almost exclusively by the Archbishop of Canterbury since 1066. Taking centre stage is the coronation chair, which houses the iconic Stone of Scone from Scotland, which has seated monarchs to be crowned for more than 700 years. The main elements of the coronation ceremony are the recognition, in which the king or queen is presented to their subjects.
I present unto you King George, your undoubted king.
The coronation oath, where the monarch vows to rule according to law, exercise justice with mercy, and maintain the Church of England.
Is your Majesty willing to take the oath?
In the most sacred part, the monarch is anointed with holy oil, an aspect that wasn't filmed in 1953 or 1937. Next is the investiture, where the monarch is given the symbols of monarchy, the orb, the coronation ring, the sceptre and the rod. Then the crowning, using St Edward's crown, which dates back to 1661. And finally, the monarch sits on the throne and homage is paid to the newly proclaimed sovereign. A procession back to Buckingham Palace follows. And in a tradition dating back to 1902, a balcony appearance helps bring festivities to a close. The palace says that whilst it will be rooted in long-standing traditions, the coronation of King Charles III will also look towards the future. His mother's coronation was a grand state affair, which had a 5-mile procession and more than 8,000 guests at the ceremony. The coronation of King Charles is set to be significantly more subdued. His procession will take in a shorter 1.3-mile route. For the journey to the Abbey, Charles opted to travel in a newer royal carriage, the Diamond Jubilee State Coach. He will return, though, to the palace in the Gold State Coach. The service will be shorter. There'll be more than 2,000 guests, but that's about a quarter of last time. And because it's 2023, there will be a Twitter emoji marking the occasion based on St Edward's crown. Now, we just don't know what this coronation will really look like until we've seen it, or how it compares to the many coronations that have gone before. But what is guaranteed is that it will be one of the biggest royal spectacular occasions of our time.